fucking man, you son of a... Why did we treat you like a man all year? You don't want to be treated like a man.
Get the camera out of here. If that's on, I'll break it.
God damn it.
Jeff Blauser took Ruskin deep to decide the game. Dibble then reportedly stormed to the dugout and threw his glove. All parties had talked. They said the waters were calm.
It's in-house, like I said, and Rob and I have talked with Marge and also with Bob Quinn, and
then Bryce Harper will hit it in the air to left. Jeff Francoeur, after switching over, makes that catch. There is something going on in the dugout.
See Papelbon saying run the ball out. And Bryce saying you got to be kidding me. And then Papelbon went right after Harper. It's getting ugly, folks. There's no other way to put it. That stuff happens throughout the course of the season, but
Noah came off the field. Charlie's trying to shake his hand. Manoah doesn't want. He wouldn't shake his hand. He doesn't want to come out of the game. Pete comes over, and Manoah's trying to stay in the game. He's arguing, let me go back out, or something to that effect. Again,
now, John Schneider said you face Max Scherzer, it's tough, and then you get him on your team, and being the manager in the dugout, you watch him coming off of the field. He said it's like there's a caged animal coming at you with two different colored eyes.
Think Max Scherzer's fired up? That's 2 minutes for elbowing, Max. You can't do that to your pitching coach.
We're in a stare down right here with John Schneider as he comes out with a Rosarena coming up. Scherzer 1 out away from qualifying for his first win in the postseason in 6 years. And he sends him back.
And fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Kirk. Rosarena not running. Kirk keeping.
Against Minnesota. They're throwing his hands out, and now something's going to have to come out here. Here comes Jeff Jones. Penny and Martinez apparently arguing on the mound here. Victor, as he was walking out initially, had his arms wide open. And now Jeff Jones, the pitching coach, gets between.
And that got us thinking. Dugout altercations, dust-ups, of course, June 1977. As Bram said, the Bronx was burning. Billy Martin pulling Reggie Jackson. Middle of the inning, the two exchanging heated words. Martin's not done, though, and he needs to be held back. He was going.
Very heated conversation ensued between the Cubs battery today. And unfortunately, Bobby got physical right here. Zambrano and Barrett. So the coaching staff had to get in between, and just complete frustration. Another Z moment. He stormed off the mound. He saw him stop first base. He came into the dugout, and he was ranting and raving at no one in particular, and eventually his ire would be directed, we believe, at Derek Lee.
Now Kemp with traffic, who's been a Rocky killer, and he just hit a 3-run home. Chest high fastball, and Matt Kemp hit it a mile.
Very clear from Nolan Arenado. He is frustrated. This team is frustrated. We talked with Nolan before the game today, and he said this team is underachieving. They need to start performing. You can tell he's yelling right there at Nick Hundley. I'm not sure if he's specific.
As incensed and as emotional as I've ever seen him. I have no idea what was said. We're going to find out, I think, from Jenny.
Guys, the words were hard to make out.
Devers the only guy really on the right side of the field, and you see that's a pitch right down the middle. Joey just inside out, hands in.
Going to wait. You don't have to do this, but they're going to wait to put the ball in play and then out of play and throw to Chapman. Interesting, though. I wonder you could pull that off if you needed your reliever to throw a couple more warm-ups.
Oh, yeah. If they were a little late getting somebody going, absolutely. Let him throw 4 or 5 more pitches in the bullpen.
Yeah.
That would be a very heads-up move.
little bit of confusion. J.T. Brubaker, the former Pirate, and Jesse Chavez in the middle there is the bullpen coach. He's trying to figure out, who do you want? Matt Gage is the lefty. Chavez like, who do you want? We don't know. Show us. Left, right. There's Brubaker, the former Pirate.
Yeah, they're trying to figure it out right there, and you may be saying, well, with O'Neal Cruz coming up.
Willie Adames trying to say lefty. Yeah, you figure it's going to be the lefty.
After the appeal, now they'll make the pitching change.
Yeah, that's why you saw Tony go back. So Walker's going to depart. They like to know who's coming in, left or right.
Let's see if the Giants do send Jonah Cox out there. They're gonna.
Great at bat. 0-2 to 3-2 to walk.
And Devers is trying to send Cox back to the dugout.
Not happy.
He literally waved him away.
He did.
He does not want any part of a.
He didn't want anybody touching him either. He's a little ticked.
That had something to do with this outburst as well. You talk about frustration, and again, I have no problem with it. Sometimes it's good to let this out.
55 pitches, 20.
What a piece of Mr. October. June 2002, it's Jeff Kent and Barry Bonds. No, your mustache is more off-putting. And Giants manager Dusty Baker gets between the two, and he restores order, and he takes care of Kent. And whatever he said worked.
Well, between innings in the dugout, little frustration. Chris Davis ended up having to be held off here, and it was Brandon Hyde, the skipper, who walked away, but something was said by Hyde to Davis. Mark Trumbo of all.
Chris Davis.
Well, we don't see who he was going after, but that looks like Mark Trumbo holding him back, along with hitting coach Don Long and trying to calm him down, but he's out of the game.
What happened after Calhoun struck out? Check this out. And that was not a go get him either right there. Interesting. Don't know what it's all about, but Calhoun now.
Nor was Bob McClure. There's Rhino talking to him right there.
3 separate occasions.
Yeah, there's Bob McClure, who had a very heated conversation with him right there too. In fact, Cole Hamels came over and
and Alex Cobb not happy at all.
Doesn't have a feel for his pitches either. Corcoran goes down looking, 1 out. 4th strikeout. Well, that's Bo Porter. Corcoran's yelling at Bo Porter. Porter out. And Bo's probably saying right there, hey,
He allowed you.
And Bo Porter, I think rightfully so, rather heated. Very quickly.
Yeah, especially when Bo was waiting for him, trying to keep him calm, considering that the Astros.
Somebody out, we're not sure. He certainly looked at it, but Corcoran's still bothered by it.
Inning, apparently there was a disagreement in the Tigers dugout. McCann and Iglesias got into it a little bit. Take Iglesias in.
Yeah, don't know exactly what was going on down there. Obviously there was something related.
And Anthony Ghost now trying to make sure he calms down here.
When the Rays came back off the field after the top half of the 5th inning, Longoria took exception to B.J. Upton's lack of effort in center field. And you can't blame Longoria for that.
Listen, I would rather see teammates get on teammates for
in the dugout when he got there.
Thought is that bat could ricochet and go anywhere.
Wow.
Pickoff play at second, but both second and third base in the 3rd inning. Another throw to second between innings as going off was Aceves getting involved in a conversation with Dustin Pedroia as they talk about the pickoff plays at second base. And Pedroia did appear surprised on 2 different occasions when the ball was thrown in that direction.
Tigers dugout. Castellanos and Verlander are talking to Martinez. Why are you talking to this guy? One of those guys hit me. And watch Martinez and Verlander. Verlander kind of blows him off, says something. Martinez doesn't like it. And now they're going to have to hold Victor Martinez back as Verlander walks away.
show this. Not exactly what happens all the time, but look, we saw this last year with Mackenzie Gore, Victor Robles on a play. I think when you have a starting pitcher that pitches every 5th day, 6th day, he wants you engaged, and I feel like that's a little part of this. I feel like